Welcome back to Awakening the Inner Avatar. This is episode 7, where we step into a place between realms, between knowing and not knowing, between the self you were and the one you're becoming. Today's episode, Winter Solstice Part 1, The Spirit World, offers us a gentle but powerful reflection that when we don't have the answers, the only way forward is through the heart. We begin with something beautiful. Aang, Katara, and Sokka soaring above the clouds, free, peaceful, safe. But suddenly, they see something below. A scar in the land. A patch of forest that's been darkened, stripped, burned. They land. The air is heavy. The forest is silent. Aang feels guilt. He's the Avatar. Isn't he supposed to help? Supposed to fix this? But how can he do that when he doesn't even understand the Avatar state, let alone the spirit world? Meanwhile, far away, Zuko is calling for his uncle. Uncle Iroh is relaxing in a hot spring, enjoying peace while Zuko is still restless, still chasing. Zuko agrees to give Iroh a bit more time, a rare moment of softness. Back in the forest, Katara finds a small gift, an acorn. She offers it to Aang, not as a solution, but as a sign. A whisper from nature that healing is still possible. The trees will grow back. And just then, a villager arrives, desperate for help. Their village has been attacked, night after night, by a mysterious spirit beast. It comes when the sun sets. It takes people. It cannot be reasoned with. They've named it Heibai. Aang is overwhelmed. He barely knows how to be the Avatar in the physical world. Now he's expected to be a bridge to the spirit world. Still, he agrees to help. But even when we don't know how, we try. That night, Aang waits. Heibai appears, towering, shifting between forms, a shadow and a storm. Aang tries to talk. It doesn't work. Sokka fights and is taken. Aang gives chase and falls into the spirit world. At the same time, Uncle Iroh has been captured by Earth Kingdom soldiers and is being dragged to Ba Sing Se. But even while bound, he leaves subtle clues, trusting Zuko to follow. In the spirit realm, Aang doesn't know where he is until he sees Katara and realizes she can't see him. He's not in the same world anymore. And then a dragon appears. Roku's animal guide. The dragon takes Aang flying through the spirit realm, across mountains and sky. Even Uncle Iroh, from where he is bound, sees them fly overhead. A clue that Iroh's awareness is more than it seems. The dragon brings Aang to a fire temple. Inside, a statue of Avatar Roku awaits. A vision unfolds. A comet burning in the sky, and a calendar that aligns only on one day, the winter solstice. That's when Aang can speak to Roku. That's when answers might come. Back in the forest, Katara searches for Aang and Sokka. Zuko sees Appa in the sky, but chooses not to pursue. Instead, he follows the trail to save Uncle Iroh. Aang returns to the physical world, but Sokka is still gone. Then Aang understands. Heibai is not just a monster. It's a spirit of the forest, a panda spirit, enraged by the destruction of its home. He holds up the acorn, a small thing, a quiet truth, hope. Heibai transforms, calms, and returns the villagers it has taken, including Sokka. That night, the village helps Aang and his friends prepare for the journey ahead. Aang shares what he's learned. He will be able to speak with Roku tomorrow on the solstice. Let's pause, take a breath, and gently enter the space between. Aang didn't know how to enter the spirit world. He didn't even know how it worked. But the way opened when he followed a deeper call. What wisdom are you being invited into, even if you don't understand it yet? Katara showed Aang an acorn. Roku sent a dragon. Even Iroh, from where he is being held, could see the path unfolding. Are you letting yourself be led? Or are you still trying to figure it all out on your own? The forest spirit was angry, but it was a single acorn that turned the tide. Hope is planted in small gestures. It blooms in unseen ways. Winter Solstice Part 1 shows us what it's like to stand between worlds, between the known and the unknown. between grief and growth, between the fire of what we've lost and the seed of what can still be. You don't have to know everything to be a bridge. You just have to show up with heart. I'll see you next time for part 2 of the winter solstice here on Awakening the Inner Avatar. This podcast is a fan-created project intended for educational and spiritual reflection. All clips, references, and content related to Avatar, The Last Airbender, Star Wars, Rebels, and other media are used under fair use for commentary, analysis, and transformative discussion. All rights to original shows, characters, and music belong to their respective creators and copyright holders.